Hello everyone. أهلا بيكم في تعلم الإنجليزية. Learn English. حلقة جديدة وموضوع جديد النهاردة. So our topic for today will be dates. التوبيك بتاعنا النهاردة هيكون الdates. تعالوا مع بعض نبص هنتعلم إيه بالتفصيل. So the first thing that we're going to learn today is going to be vocabulary. So for vocabulary, we're going to learn how to read dates. And the second thing that we're going to learn together is grammar. And for grammar, we're going to learn simple past, or like we call it past simple. And we're also going to have skills. And the skill that we're working with today is reading skill. Okay, يبقى احنا النهارده هنتعلم vocabulary وgrammar reading skills. تعالوا مع بعض نبدأ الابيسود بتاعتنا ونبدأ بالبرين تيزرز. اتكلمنا عن البرين تيزرز قبل كده وقلنا البرين تيزرز هي زي puzzles، فوازير بتخلينا نفكر أكتر بالإنجلش. So let's start and speak about the first puzzle or the first riddle that we have. Our first brain teaser is, what are the two things people never eat before breakfast? إيه الحاجتين اللي الناس عمرهم ما ياكلوهم قبل الفطار؟ So let's think together. Think in English and think about the words. So the words can give you hint. Two things never eat before breakfast. Okay, لو هنفكر في حاجتين عمرنا ما ينفع ناكلهم قبل الفطار, we usually think about food. But actually the answer is different. الانسر بتاعتنا هي two meals واللي هما lunch and dinner. We can never eat lunch and dinner before breakfast. عمرنا ما ناكل الغداء أو العشاء قبل الفطار. So these are the two things that we can never eat before breakfast. دي كانت أول brain teaser. We have another brain teaser here, which is what can be open but never be closed again. Something that once opened cannot be closed. إيه الحاجة اللي أول ما بنفتحها ما ينفعش نقفلها تاني أبداً. So think about it. Okay, I will give you a hint. It is related to food still. Okay, it's the egg. So once you open the egg, you can never close it again. And this is our second brain teaser. And our third brain teaser that we have for the day is connected to our topic. البرين تيزر الثالثة هي مرتبطة بالtopic بتاعنا النهاردة, which is dates. Okay, let's read the brain teaser together. A mother gave birth to twin boys. ولدت ولدين توأم. But they were born in different years and on different days. بس هم اتولدوا في سنتين مختلفتين وفي يومين مختلفين. So how can this happen? Think about it. Twin boys, توأم, and both of them different years, different days. Is it possible? So with learning dates, this can be possible. لو احنا عارفين الdates كويس, it can be possible. Because one of them was born in the last day, the last minute of the year. واحد منهم اتولد في آخر يوم, في آخر دقيقة في السنة. And the other one was born in the first minute, first day of the year. واحد اتولد في آخر دقيقة في السنة, والتاني اتولد في أول دقيقة في السنة الجديدة. So they are twins, and they were both born different days, different dates. So speaking about dates, اللي هو التوبيك بتاعنا النهاردة, تعالوا نبص على الإيديوم المرتبط بالdates بتاعتنا أو المرتبط بالوقت. So we have our idiom for the day today is called act your age. طيب قبل ما نبدأ ونبص على act your age, تعالوا نفتكر مع بعض هو يعني إيه idiom. إحنا اتكلمنا كذا مرة مع بعض على الإيديومز قبل كده وقلنا إن هي مصطلحات بتساعدنا إن إحنا نتكلم بشكل natural أو بشكل طبيعي. So like people normally speak in the streets. So idioms are expressions that are not connected to the words. هم expressions مش مرتبطين بالمعنى الحرفي للكلمات. So our idiom today is called act your age. Act your age means be responsible or act maturely. Don't be childish. ما تتصرفش بطفولية. So whenever we see something that is not according to what we expect, حاجة احنا مش متوقعينها أو تصرف طفولي, we can tell the person, please act your age. Or if somebody is treating you with disrespect, you can say, please act your age. أو لو لقيت شخص بيتصرف بعدم مسؤولية, I can say, please act your age. So act your age means be responsible or try to be mature, try to act like grown-ups, try to act like adults. So we call it act your age. وبكده نكون اتكلمنا على الايديوم اوف ذا داي بتاعنا، وهنبدأ أول حاجة بالنسبة لنا اللي هو الفوكاب. So speaking about vocabulary، أول حاجة هتساعدنا النهاردة إن احنا نتكلم على الديتس بتاعتنا which is months. تعالوا مع بعض نبص على المونثs and we can learn the first part of the vocabulary. So the first thing that will help us speak about vocabulary is month of the year. The very common mistake, we have a very common mistake in English when we speak about month is that we have a pronunciation mistake. عندنا pronunciation mistake بتحصل لما باجي اتكلم على الشهور. So we have 1 month and 2 not months. So we don't say months. So it's not 2 parts, months, says. In English, we don't say it like that. In English, when we say 1 month, 2 months, months, months. So it's 1 part, 1 shot. So in English, we don't have months, it's months, months. Okay, so let's look at months of the year. The first month that we have is called January, January, January. So January has 2 different pronunciations, American pronunciation and British pronunciation. أنا عندي نطقين مختلفين. So the Americans usually say it as January, January. So they say it longer. But the British, they say it shorter. It's January, January. And this is the first month. The second month that we have is February, February. So it is the same. We have 2 different pronunciations. عندي the American pronunciation and the British pronunciation. So Americans usually say it longer. So February, February, they say it longer. But the British, February, February. And the third month is March, March. And the last sound is ch, not march, it's March. And then we have April, April, not a, so the first sound is a, April. And then May, May, and this is the month number 5. So this is the 5th month of the year. And then we have June, June, June. And it's not j in the beginning. The first sound is d. So it's June, June. And then we have July, July. ونفس البرونسيشن زيها زي جون في الأول sense of د. So a small d in the beginning. It's July, d, d, July. And then we have August, August. And this is the 8th month of the year. So this is month number 8. And then we have September, September. And this is the month where we start school. And then October, October, which is the 10th month of the year, and it's the month of Halloween. And then November, November, and November is the 11th month of the year. الشهر ال11 في السنة, so this is towards the end of the year. And then the last month is December, December. December is the last month of the year or the end of the year. So by this نكون اتكلمنا على months of the year, which is the first thing that will help us read the dates. تعالوا مع بعض نكمل ونشوف ايه تاني هيساعدنا ان احنا نعرف نقرا الديتس. يلا بينا. اتكلمنا عن المانث واتكلمنا على الاسامي بتاعتهم. So this is the first thing that will help us read dates. بالنسبة لنا المانث كانت already معروفة واخدينها قبل كده، بس it's a very important item that can allow me understand and read the dates. تعالوا نشوف second item that will help me read dates. لما هبدأ أبص على الديتس بالنسبة لي عندي item تاني مهم جدا واللي هو الدايز. بالنسبة لي لما باجي أتكلم على الدايز أنا بتكلم مش عليها كأيام أسبوع، أنا بتكلم عليها كتاريخ. So as a date. فأنا عندي الدايز دي اللي هي the days of the month. So in the month we have 30 days. So when we read these days we have 1, 2, 3, 4. But in the date we don't say them as 1, 2, 3, 4. We say them in order. So number 1, so the first day of the month, we call it first. So لو أنا عندي أول يوم في الشهر ما بنقولش عليه يوم واحد, we call it اليوم الأول, which is first. فأنا رقم واحد مش هقوله واحد anymore, I will call it first. 2 is not 2 anymore, it becomes second. Number 3, we call it third. So we have the first, the second, the third, ومن بعد كده أي رقم بنقاد عليه extra th. يعني لو عندي number 4, I will add extra th, so it becomes fourth. Like we see it here, the fourth. So I just write 4 and we add th. And this will happen with all the numbers after. So 5 will become fifth, th in the end. 6 would become sixth, th. 7, seventh. 8, eighth. 9, ninth. 10, tenth. ومكملين على نفس الستايل ده. Whenever we have a number, we add th in the end. So 11 will become 11th. 12 is 12th. 13, 13th. 14 is 14th. 15, 15th. And we will continue like this until we reach 20. وفي 20 we're going to put th, yes, but the pronunciation will be different. So 20 will become 20th. 20th. يبقى يوم 20 في الشهر مش هقول عليه 20, I will call it the 20th. And then we will repeat again. 21, once we have number 1 again, we call it first again. So 21 هتبقى 20 normally, and then the one we call it first. So 21 will become 21st. So we don't say 21, we say 21st of the month. So like we have here, the 21st. So if we're calling number 1 here as first, so number 2 will be second. So 22 is 22nd. And 23 will become 23rd. And then we will continue. For any number, we're going to add th. So 24, 24th, 26, 26th, 28, 28th. So we're going to put the th to the second number. And then we will continue like this until we reach 30. So 30, when we add th to it, it becomes 30th. ولو عندي يوم 31 في الشهر, we will repeat again, same like here. So 20th, وبعد كده بقى عندي 21st, فهنا 30th, and we will have 31st, 32nd. But in the month, we don't have 32nd. It's just 31st, and this is the maximum that we have. يبقى أنا عندي آخر يوم في الشهر هو 31st of the month. وأول يوم في الشهر هو 1st. فأنا النمبرز عندي when I read the dates are not 1, 2, 3 anymore. They are 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So we call these numbers the ordinal numbers or the numbers of order بتوع الترتيب. So For dates, we don't use the normal numbers, we use the ordinal numbers, which is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 10th, 20th, and so on. Okay, تعالوا نعمل مع بعض practice سريع related to this. Okay, so let's look here. Look at the number and tell me if this number is part of the month. If this is 25, we're talking about it as month. So, what would it be like? How would you read this? So, would you say the 25th, or would you say the 25th? So, which one? Look at the spelling. Yes, exactly. So, the correct answer is 5th. 5th. Good job. Okay. Let's look at the next one. Okay, do you remember this? How we read this as a day? Let's look at it. So, we have the 31st, and the other option is the 31st. Which one do you think is correct? In dates, do we have something called the 31st? No. So, do we have something called the 31st? Yes. So, which one is correct? It's, yeah. So, 31 is bad. The shark will eat it. But the good one is, yes, this is the good one, the 31st. Okay, let's try again. Okay, we have 23. So, 23, when we read it as a date, it will be the 23rd or the 23rd. So, which one is it? This one or this one? So, in English, we don't have something called the 23rd. It's the 23rd. Number 3 is always third. Okay, so this one is bad and this one here is the good one. So, the shark will eat the bad one. Yeah, let the shark eat it. And we will have the good one here. Okay, one more. So, number 9, how do we say it when we read it as a date? We have two options. We have the 9th and we have the 9th with an E. Which one do you think is correct? Do we cancel the E or keep it? Think about the spelling. Which one is bad? See the shark? Yes. No E. So this is the bad answer because when we add the TH, we cancel the E from the number 9. So it's 9th and there is no E. So this is the good answer that we have. So this is the bad one. The shark will eat it. And the good one is the 9th. Try again. Which number is this? 22, how do we say it? So 20, we keep it as it is, and the change would be in the second number. So let's look at our options. We have the 22nd, and we have the 22nd. Which one do you think the shark will eat? So which one is the bad one so we can give it to the shark? Yes, exactly. So we will give this one here to the shark. In English, nothing called 22nd. It's the 22nd. Okay, let the shark eat it. And let's have the correct one here. One more number. 11. When we say 11 as a date, what do we call it? We add TH. So let's look at our options. So we have the 11th and we have 11 first. Is this correct? So which one will we give to the shark? This one or this one here? Exactly. So nothing in English called 11 first. This is the bad one. Let the shark eat it. And let's keep the good one. Yes. So give this one to the shark. Okay. So now we have practiced وبصينا ازاي ممكن نشوف الدايز وازاي نقرا الدايز بتاعتنا. يبقى احنا كده بصينا على الدايز وبصينا على المانث. تعالوا نشوف بقى الديت كامل، لو هقرا ديت على بعضه هقراه ازاي. تعالوا مع بعض نقرا الديتس. اتكلمنا مع بعض عن اول حاجه هتساعدنا ان احنا نتكلم على الديتس، واللي هي الايام or the days. Okay, and we also talked about the months. So now we have the elements. معانا الاليمنتس اللي هتساعدنا ان احنا نقرا الديتس. طيب هي ايه الكومبوننتس بتاعت الديتس؟ اوكي، تعالوا مع بعض نبص على اول حاجه. لو انا عندي ديت موجود، الديت عندي بيتكون من كذا حاجه. يعني انا الديت بتاعي هيبقى ديت زي ده. ده كده ديت موجود قدامي. Okay, so this date has 3 different parts. The first part is day. The second part is month. And the third part year. يبقى أنا عندي أي date موجود هو بيتكون من 3 different components. الday والmonth والyear. وsometimes بيبقى just the month and the year. وsometimes it's just the day and the month. يعني هو الكومبوننتس دي الجنرال components. ممكن يبقى فيه 2 بس منهم موجودين وممكن يبقوا كلهم موجودين. So let's look at it like this and let's see how we can read it. احنا already اتكلمنا على الdays وقلنا ان الday when I read it I always add th when we read the day. So the first thing I read here is this. So the day I don't say 7, I say 7th. Okay, so now we have 7th. And then we have the month. We usually say the name of the month, not the number. مش بنقول النمبر بتاع المونث, we say the name. So month number 3 لما خدناه مع بعض the third month of the year, do you remember the name? March. Good. فأنا كده عندي 7th وعندي March. لما باجي بقول الday والmonth بحط بينهم كلمة of. فأنا عندي هنا 7th of March وبعد كده بدي pause وببدأ أبص على الير. فإحنا لو هنبص على أول components عندي اللي هي day والmonth it's 7th of March. يبقى أنا كده دي أول طريقة أنا هقرا بيها، إن أنا هقول اليوم الأول وبعد كده هقول المونث day first and then month. لو أنا هقول day first so it's day of month. أوكي؟ وعندي طريقة تانية اللي هي ممكن أبدأ بالمونث بس ساعتها مش هيبقى فيه كلمة of. يبقى أنا ممكن أقول March 7th مفيش of. يعني بدأت بالمونث مش هقول of، بدأت بالday بقى فيه of. So I can say 7th of March or March 7th اللي هو month day من غير أي حاجة في النص. So no of in the middle. It's month day. March 7th, April 13th, May 25th. يبقى المونث day من غير أي حاجة في النص. بس لو قلت الداي الأول it's very very important to say of. كده نبقى اتكلمنا على أول 2 components. اتكلمنا already على الداي واتكلمنا على المونث. تعالوا بقى نبص على البارت التاني اللي هو the year. الير بالنسبة لي هي أنا عندي متقسمة لقبل 2000 وبعد 2000. الير عندي لما هاجي أقرأ أي نمبر قبل 2000 أنا عندي هنا 2 numbers and 2 numbers. هقرأ رقمين. So let's look at these 2 numbers. 19 and these 60. So it's 1960. يبقى أنا لو هقرأ الديت كله على بعضه it's 7th of March 1960. ده كده ديت كامل على بعضه أنا هقراه على بعضه. طيب تعالوا نبص لو هنقرأ ديت مختلف. لو هبص على الديت ده مثلا أوكي، إحنا قلنا إن إحنا عندنا الديتس قبل 2000 مختلفة عن بعد 2000. أوكي، so بالنسبة للdays وبالنسبة للmonth it's the same. So this day is number 5. Okay, number 5 we call it 5th. So we have 5th. لو بدأت ب5th لازم أقول of. 5th of number 11. Month number 11. Do you remember the name? Exactly. November. So 5th of November or November 5th. And then we have this. We have two options for it. We can say 2021, fine, or 2021. ابتداء من 2000 بقرا الرقم على بعضه 2021. يبقى أنا لو عندي date year زي دي هقولها 2005. ولو عندي زي دي 2009 ودي 2000 العادية. once بقى عندي رقمين موجودين زي كده ابتداء من 2010 عندي الاتنين اوبشن. عندي الاوبشن ان انا اقول 2010 او 2010 الاتنين اوكي. يبقى انا عندي الديتس لما باجي اتكلم على الير بالذات الير قبل 2000 لازم two numbers. بعد 2000 لغاية 2009 بقرا الرقم على بعضه يبقى 2009 2006 2003. so الرقم على بعضه. ابتداء من 2010 الاوبشن مختلف. عندي الاختيار ان انا اقراه زي الرقم القديم اللي هو 1960 2010 رقمين or we can say it as the full number 2010. so this is 2010 okay, 2010 okay, 2021 okay or 2021 okay. يبقى احنا كده بالنسبة للفول ديت لو هنتكلم عنه أول حاجة محتاجين نفكر فيها الداي هنحط TH وبعد كده المنث هقول اسمه وبعد كده الير هفكر فيها قبل 2000 ولا بعد 2000. لو قبل 2000 two numbers. لو بعد 2000 من 2000 لغاية 2010 أو 2009 عشان نبقى specific هقرا الرقم على بعضه. ابتداء من 2010 أنا عندي الاختيار I can say 2010 or 2010. هقولها على بعضها أو أقطعها رقمين. بكده نبقى اتكلمنا على الديتس وإزاي نقرا الديتس. تعالوا نبص عليها مكتوبة قدامنا وتعالوا نعمل شوية practice related. شفنا مع بعض إزاي ممكن نقرا الديتس وإزاي بالتفصيل ممكن أقرا كل ايتم في الديت. تعالوا مع بعض نبص عليها مرة تانية مكتوبة قدامنا. عندي الديت اهو. أول حاجة موجودة عندي قدامي دي حاجة بنسميها كالندر. الكالندر اللي هي النتيجة. وزي ما اتفقنا إن الكالندر بتاعتي موجود عليها 3 حاجات مهمين. day اللي هو 1 2 3 4 5 6. month اللي هو December and year اللي هي قدامنا دي. اوكي يبقى أنا عندي آخر ايتم ممكن نتكلم عنه اللي هو day of the week. We can add it in the beginning or we can cancel it no problem. ال day of the week ممكن يكون optional بالنسبة لي اختياري. You can add it or cancel it. فأنا عندي هنا 11th of June وهنا قبل 2000 ولا بعدها؟ بعدها. طيب بعدها دي من 2000 ل 2009 ولا بعد كده؟ بعد كده. يبقى أنا عندي الأوبشن إن أنا هقراه بالطريقتين يا إما 2013 أو 2013 على بعضها. فده بالنسبة لي day of the week, ordinal number that we agreed on, and then of like we said, and then the month. والأوبشن اللي بعد كده اللي هو إن أنا ممكن أقولهم بالعكس إن أنا أبدأ بالمونث بتاعي. once أنا بدأت بالمونث بتاعي I'm not going to say of. So it's June 11th 2013 or 2013, both are fine. So June is your month and the 11th is the day and the last part is your year. Okay, يلا بقى it's your turn ان احنا نعمل practice. Look at the dates and try to read them. ادي اول ديت موجود معايا تعالوا نبص عليه مع بعض. عندي اهو day month year. اوكي، الداي هنا لما انا هاجي هقراه we agreed for the day we add th. So we don't say 12, this is wrong. We say 12th. اوكي، طالما بدأنا بالداي محتاجين نقول of. So 12th of fourth month is called April. So 12th of April and then 2012. هل في اختيار تاني ان انا ممكن اقراها؟ Yes, we have another option which is 2012 لما هقولها كلها على بعضها. Okay, let's look at this one. We have day, we have month and we have year. تعالوا مع بعض نجرب نقولها بشكل مختلف. تعالوا نبدأ بالmonth. So, which month is this? What do we call it? December. So, December 8th and then we have the year. الير هنا هل أنا عندي كذا option إن أنا أقراها؟ No, it's just one thing, one shot, 2004 لأن هي في الاريا ما بين 2000 and 2009 ما عنديش اختيار واحد إن أنا هقولها كلها على بعضها. So we can say December 8th, 2004. Okay, let's read this one. We have number 1, 6, 1998. Is this the right way to say it? No, because here, number 1, we will call it exactly first. And once I say the number first, so it's first of, yes, June, 1st of June. And here we need to read two numbers. So let's read the first two numbers. The first two numbers here are 19, and the second two numbers here are 98. So to read the full date together, it's 1st of June, 1998. Let's try again. We have day, month, and year. So the day, 3rd of October, and then this is between 2000 and 2009 or after this? After this. So if we're talking about after 2009, we have two options. Two numbers if it's easy for us, or we can read it in full. أقراها على بعضها. So let's go for the easy way, 2010. So in full, 3rd of October, 2010, or I can start with the month and it becomes October 3rd, 2010. يبقى أنا كده عندي أكتر من طريقة ممكن أقرأ بيها الديت. ممكن أبدأ بالداي وممكن أبدأ بالمونث. وعندي أكتر من اختيار بالنسبة للyears, especially for the years after 2010 or starting from 2010. Starting in 2010 أنا عندي الاختيار إن أنا أقراها على بعضها، أو عندي الاختيار إن أنا say 2010 إن أنا هقسمها two numbers alone and two numbers alone. طيب بكده نبقى اتكلمنا على الديتس وعملنا براكتس عليها وشوفنا ازاي ممكن اقرا التواريخ وازاي ممكن احطها بالنسبه لي بكذا اوبشن او اقراها بكذا طريقه. تعالوا نشوف الديتس دي ممكن استخدمها ازاي مع الجرامر بتاعي. الجرامر ايتم بتاعنا النهارده هو الباست سيمبل or the simple past like we say. تعالوا مع بعض نبدأ أول حاجة نبص على السيمبل باست ازاي مستخدمينه في الباسج. تعالوا نشوف الريدنج بتاعنا ونشوف ازاي مستخدمين فيه الباست سيمبل. So let's read together. Last summer, Joel and Sarah traveled to England for 2 weeks. They traveled in August and stayed in college with other students in Brighton, the south of England. It was really fantastic because they talked to a lot of students of different nationalities and learned a lot about them. Of course, they learned a lot of English too because they practiced it every day. So here we're talking about Joel and Sarah, and we're talking about them last summer. So we're talking about the finished summer. Okay, يبقى هنا عندي Joel and Sarah سافروا to England in their summer vacation. And they learned English because they practiced their language. طيب تعالوا نشوف الأكتيفيتيز اللي هم عملوها. In the morning, they studied a little and the teacher spoke in English, but they understood her. In the afternoon, they visited different places or played different sports at college. It was so much fun. They often walked down to the beach with their new friend and played or chatted. So these are the things that they did in their vacation. احنا بنتكلم على summer holiday that is coming or that is happening or finished. السمر holiday دي right now for the future or finished. We're talking about a finished summer holiday. Okay, so we're talking about something which is complete. Let's see what else happened in the summer holiday. So, in the evening, they were tired, so they sometimes watched videos or played board games. The best days were Saturdays and Sunday because they traveled to London. The city is very big and they visited all the monuments like Big Ben, the London Eye, and Buckingham Palace. They wanted to see the Queen, but they didn't see her, only her guards. هم سافروا وأكتر جزء اتبسطوا منه أو عجبهم هو لما كانوا بينزلوا لندن عشان كانوا بيشوفوا المعالم السياحية. They wanted to see the Queen, كانوا عايزين يشوفوا الملكة بس شافوا الحراس بتوعها بس. Okay, again, this part is talking about Joel and Sarah, now or in the past. In the past. طيب تعالوا نشوف واحنا بنتكلم على جوال وسارة في الباست ايه اللي حصل. Let's look at these verbs. Okay, look at this verb here. So this verb that we have, it's called watched. So they sometimes watched. Okay, we're talking about this in the present, in the future, or in the past. We're talking about in the past. طيب هو هل ده الشكل الطبيعي للverb اللي احنا عارفينه؟ Is this how the verb is? No. شكل الverb مختلف لأن الverb originally is called watch. بس هنا there is something extra with the verb. We have ed. So here when we're speaking about the past, the form of the verb changed. احنا غيرنا شكل الverb بإن احنا زودنا عليه حاجة. So we added this ed. Okay, يبقى أنا كده لما هاجي أتكلم على حاجة finished, when we speak about anything that is complete or in the past, we added something extra to the verb like here. طب تعالوا نشوف هو ده بيحصل مع verb واحد ولا متكرر. So the next verb we have played. So we have ed. So one of the things that we do, حاجة من اللي بنعملها لما نيجي نتكلم على past is changing the verb. We change the verb by adding extra ed. ال ed دي بتدي الverb معنى finished. So we have play ده معناه ان هو بيحصل دلوقتي. بس once I say played, this means complete or finished in the past. Okay, يبقى أنا كده عندي لما هاجي أتكلم على past, I'm going to change my verb and I'm going to put it in the past by adding ed to the verb. هزود ed على الverb and by this we put it to the past. And we're talking about past simple. والرول لما هنيجي نتكلم على أي simple sentence, we just have one verb in the sentence. يبقى أنا عندي الverb بتاعي watch, it becomes watched. Play becomes played. يبقى احنا اللي بيحصل عندنا إن أنا بيبقى عندي موجود verbs وبقاد عليها ed زي ما احنا شايفين هنا كده verb like cook, I add ed so we put it to the past. It becomes cooked. So a verb like help, when we add ed, it becomes helped. Wash, we add ed. Once I add ed, I push the verb to the past. So it becomes washed. Play, played. Stay, stayed. And study would become studied. بس السبيلنج بتاع study هيختلف لأن هي آخرها y. So والواي دي قبليها consonant، فاللي بيحصل ان احنا بنكنسل الواي and it becomes IED studied. ده ما حصلش مع stay لان قبل stay هنا في vowel، بس الواي قبليها vowel مش بغير حاجه، الواي قبليها consonant بكنسل الواي وبحط ED IED بمعنى ادق. اوكي، يبقى انا عندي دي كلها الفيربس بتاعتي في الباست. يبقى انا الباست عندي cooked played helped washed whatever I put ED so I put the verb to the past. دي الرول الطبيعية و this is the normal thing for the verb. بس احنا عندنا some verbs are a bit different. طيب how different they are؟ different ان هم بيدخلوا في magic hat. انا يبقى عندي الفيرب بدخله في الماجيك هات بيخرج حاجة مختلفة تماما. So for example we have a verb like am and is. Do you remember this verb what we call it? It's verb to be. verb to be اللي هو am and is لما هحطهم في الماجيك هات هيطلعوا لي في الباست شكلهم مختلف تماما. So when they come out in the past they come as was. So am and is in the past when I put them to the past they become was. Okay. So we have another verb which is also verb to be. I'm sorry, which is go. When I put it here, it goes in the magic hat and it comes out as went. يبقى هو originally الverb الأوريجينال بتاعي go، بس في الباست I change it completely خارج من الماجيك hat went. And we have a verb like see. Let's put it in the magic hat and let's get it out. It comes out as saw. So see in the present, when I speak about it in the past, it becomes saw. Okay, and we have another verb here. Do, like when I do my homework or when I do my work, when I do exercise, do yoga. I put it in the magic hat, and when I speak about last week, it comes out as did. So the past of do is did. Okay, we have the present verb of make. Get it in the magic hat of the past, and it comes out as made. So make becomes made. Okay. الverbs اللي بتدخل في الماجيك هات دي اسمهم irregular verbs اللي هم الأفعال اللي ما بتتبعش القاعدة الطبيعية that we change. So we have the normal verbs that we add ed and we have the magic verbs which we call them the irregular verbs. We change the verb completely. So في البريزنت الverb بيبقى له form وفي الباست بيبقى عنده form مختلف تماما. So do becomes did. Buy becomes bought. Am and is become were. Am and is become was. Are becomes were. يبقى أنا الverb عندي بيختلف تماما، شكله بيختلف تماما. فأنا عندي الirregular verbs ليهم 3 أشكال. الشكل الأولاني اللي هو قدامنا ده زي كلمة cut, hit, fit، الverb ما بيتغيرش خالص. يعني أنا عندي I cut in the present and last week I cut. بيفضل زي ما هو في البريزنت والباست مش بيتغير خالص، لا بياخد ايدي ولا بغير الفورمات بتاعه. السكند is a verb that we just change the vowel. الفاول sound اللي هو زي ال O or A. So get I change it becomes got. sit sat. يبقى الفاول عندي ال I بقى A، ال E بقى O. I just change the vowel. drink becomes drank. So the second form of irregular إن أنا I just change the vowel. يبقى أنا عندي بغير item واحد بس اللي هو الفاول. والthird is what we talk about complete change. So original catch I completely change it to become coat. bring it becomes brought. teach taught. see saw. آمن is was are were complete change. يبقى أنا الirregular verbs عندي اللي مش بتمشي على ال ED rule that do not follow the ED rule عندهم 3 أشكال. either keep it as it is هخليه زي ما هو I don't change anything, or just change the vowel sound, or change the word completely. يبقى دول كده بالنسبة لي الirregular verbs. يبقى أنا عندي past الverb بتاعي هو verb واحد بس اللي موجود في السنتنس وبعمل فيه حاجة من الاتنين، يا إما إن أنا بحط له ED يا إما بيبقى irregular بيتبع حاجة من القواعد بتاعتنا اللي احنا اتكلمنا عنها. أوكي تعالوا نبص بقى على السنتنس كاملة. احنا we talked about المينينج which is إن هو something finished, and we talked about the form اللي هو بنحط ED أو بنتشينج. تعالوا نبص على السنتنس بقى بتبقى شكلها عامل إزاي. أي sentence عندي زي ما احنا متفقين we always start with the subject. So I, you, he, she, it, they, or any name that you can put. And then we need the verb. اللي هو الverb بتاعي أيا كان بقى regular or irregular, but we can put it into the past. So we have the verb here, work. And this is a normal regular verb, so we added ed. So I can say, I worked in the garden yesterday. Is it now or in the past? In the past. So I worked in the garden yesterday. And we have a verb like dance. So if we talk about the past, we danced at the party last night. We danced at the party last night. Or we have a verb here which is bought, وده irregular لأن هو originally can buy, but in the past when we put it into the past it became bought. So we bought a new bike, or they bought a new bike. ده بالنسبة للaffirmative sentence عندي. يبقى الaffirmative sentence زي أي simple tense، زي present simple، زي أي simple tense، هو just one verb. أنا بس عملت فيه بعض التغيرات. I changed some things in the verb. Okay, and as we agreed for the negative and for the question we need to have 2 different verbs. محتاج verbين موجودين معايا. So in the sentence I just have one verb. So for the negative we need to have 2 verbs. طيب ال second verb ده هنجيبه منين؟ It's the same help that we used to do, which is the verb do. ال past of do is did. يبقى أنا في النيجاتيف هستخدم ال help verb of did اللي هو ملهوش معنى، هو just form بس. يبقى أنا لما هقول I هيبقى ال help بتاعي اللي هو did وحطيت not, and then ال verb اللي كان معاه ed I cancelled it. So I didn't هرجع worked اللي احنا كنا بنتكلم عنها وبنحط لها ed هرجعها للأوريجينال فورم بتاعتها. So after did it's always original form. So I didn't work in the garden yesterday. يبقى لو هي affirmative sentence I worked، لو هي negative sentence I didn't work. لو هي affirmative sentence I danced بس في النيجاتيف they didn't dance. So dance رجعت للأوريجينال فورم بتاعتها لأن أنا حطيت did، وزي ما احنا متفقين ال not قبليها verb وبعديها verb. did اللي هو ال help، والverb التاني اللي هو المين verb اللي بيكاري المينينج work dance or whatever. So لما اتكلمنا على bought وقلنا ان هي irregular I bought a new bike وهي كانت irregular، لما حطيت did رجعتها تاني للأوريجينال فورم اللي هو buy. So we didn't buy a new bike. يبقى أنا عندي هنا بعد did it's always the original form of the verb. يبقى أنا التغيرات اللي عندي بتحصل للverb بتحصل في affirmative sentence بس. Only in the affirmative sentence we change. يبقى آخر حاجة عندنا اللي هي didn't بنحط الverb في original form. تعالوا نبص بقى على question. في question لو أنا عندي yes no question we agreed إن ال yes no question ببدأ بالhelping verb، وزي ما إحنا قلنا إن الhelping verb بتاعي هو did. Okay, so did, and then we have the subject. So as we agreed إن ال subject بيبقى قبليه verb وبعديه verb، قبليه help وبعديه main. أدي ال help بتاعي did. لو أنا حطيت did يبقى ال main verb بتاعي مش هياخد أي حاجة ويبقى original form. يبقى did and we have the subjects I or you or we or whoever, and then the verb in the original form. Did you work in the garden yesterday? Did they dance at the party last night? Or did you buy or did she buy a new bike? So all the verbs in the question form, the main verbs are in the original form. لما باجي اعمل question المين verbs بتاعتي دايما original form. اوكي، يبقى انا عندي هنا ببدأ ب did وبعد كده السبجكت وبعد كده الverb in the original form. وطبعا الانسر لو هنتكلم على short answer هو yes or no والسبجكت والhelping verb بتاعي بس. So yes I did or no I didn't. ولو هقول complete sentence هرجع تاني للسنتنس الطبيعية جدا اللي هو yes I danced in the party yesterday. يبقى أنا لو هقول complete sentence مش هقول فيها أي help خالص. لو هقول short answer بس هيبقى الhelp بتاعي من غير أي verb تاني. أوكي، تعالوا نبص على السنتنس وتعالوا ازاي نشوف مع بعض ازاي ممكن نحطها في 3 different forms. أنا عندي sentence هنا she goes to the hospital to visit her friend. So here we're talking about present, past or future. We're talking about the present. طيب تعالوا نحط السنتنس دي في الباست. لو أنا عندي plus it's positive or affirmative sentence minus negative or no and the question form. أوكي، المين verb بتاعي هنا هو goes. لو أنا هحطه في الباست إيه اللي هيتغير في الverb؟ Is this a regular or an irregular verb? It's irregular verb. يبقى أنا الverb بتاعي الفورمات بتاعه هيتغير تماماً بالنسبة للpositive sentence. So if I speak about the positive sentence, what's the past of go? Went. So she went to the hospital to visit her friend yesterday. يبقى أنا عندي المين verb هنا اللي هو لوحده في السنتنس حطيته في الباست. أوكي، بس إحنا قلنا في النيجاتيف والكويستشن it would be different. في النيجاتيف والكويستشن أنا محتاجة help والverb ده هيتحط في الأوريجينال فورم. الhelp بتاعي اللي هو إيه؟ did. So I start with the subject she عادي جدا وبعد كده didn't وبعد كده المين verb بتاعي اللي هو go. So she didn't go to the hospital to visit her friend yesterday. يبقى أنا كده حطيت helping verb وبعديه المين verb في الأوريجينال فورم. Okay, did she go to the hospital to visit her friend? يبقى أنا لما جيت أعمل question I just started with the help والمين verb بتاعي فضل زي ما هو بعد did في الأوريجينال فورم. Okay, يلا بقى نعمل practice. I will give you 1 minute. Think of the 3 forms of the sentence. My mom makes good pancakes. Think, sentence, negative, question. Sentence, what will you change? The verb only. What would I change about it? Put it in the past. So, regular or irregular? Exactly, irregular. So, my mom made good pancakes last night. My mom made. So, in the question form and in the negative form. For the negative, we have didn't. So, didn't. My mom didn't. After it is the main verb without any changes in the original form. So, my mom didn't make good pancakes last night. And for the question, did my mom make good pancakes last night? So, I started with did and we have make in the original form. وبكده نكون اتكلمنا على الديتس بتاعتنا ونكون اتكلمنا على ازاي نقرا الديتس وازاي ممكن اشوف التواريخ واقراها كويس. And we also talked about simple past or the past simple tense. ازاي نتكلم على حاجة already حصلت في تاريخ قديم وازاي حاجة حصلت and completely finished. بكده نكون اتكلمنا عن المواضيع المهمة بالنسبة لنا النهاردة، ونكون وصلنا لنهاية حلقتنا. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye!